Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another Strixhaven quick draft. And so let's just jump right in here, or cancel the entry. I mean, I guess we can do that too. Alright, so the rare here, Conspiracy Theorist. Winning attacks, you can pay 1 and discard a card, and then draw a card. Discard 1 or more non-land cards. You may exile them from your graveyard. You may exile one of them. If you do, you may cast it this turn. So you can kind of get some card advantage, like in the long run. This is a 2/2 creature. It's also a red creature. I think it's fine for a first pick. How many of these do I even have? Oh, none. So yeah, I guess I'll take that, and maybe this will turn into a Lorehold deck. We'll see. Nothing else in this pack is like super exciting for first pick. Like there's Professor of Zoomancy. Reconstruct History can be okay. Maybe not in this form, unless you get like some artifacts or enchantments you can use with it. And then it could be decent. Alright, we have Express Iteration, Quandrix, Cultivator. A lot of good stuff. I do feel, though, sometimes we're lacking, like, in the lessons or learn cards. This can also be a pretty decent 2-drop. I think I'm going to grab the Enthusiastic Study here, because it can kind of go with what we got going on. Ooh, Torrent Sculptor. That's not horrible. It kind of wants you to have like bigger. It's an okay sort of creature. It's not super backbreaking, but it's very usable. Go ahead and pick that up. Oh, we have a Guiding Voice, which those have been fairly rare. Illustrious Historian is... I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/1. It's playable. I'm going to take the Guiding Voice here. And here we have an Elemental Masterpiece that can play nicely with the Torrent Sculptor. For a number of 1/1 counters equal to half that card's mana value rounded up. So, yeah, you play that, then you play this, and this can be a 4-mana 6/6 with Ward 2. Does that fly as well? Oh, that doesn't fly. That looks like it has a bunch of wings. Those look like big wings on the thing. That's probably not, but it looks like it should be flying. Explosive Welcome, and then we have the Field Historian. This card is actually pretty neat. He wants cards to leave a grave, so he actually goes well with the Conspiracy Theorist and somewhat with the Torrent Sculptor, though splashing a double blue card could be challenging, to say the least. I mean, it's either that or the Explosive Welcome. And the way this deck is going... Like, we could even, like, discard this to make a treasure and use that to help the double blue cast. So I think either way we could end up splashing some Prismari here. We have Hall Monitor, a hasty creature, Fuming Effigy, start from scratch, which It doesn't seem like it's much, but I feel like that could be usable. Fuming Effigy is usable as well, as is the Biblioplex Assistant. Makes some interesting things with... What does this say? Oh, it says leave your graveyard. This makes cards leave our graveyard. So I think that will go well here. Academic Dispute, I think is going to be our pick. It's kind of, well, it is an uncommon, but we can kind of use it as like a removal spell, especially alongside Guiding Voice. We're going to focus on the lessons as well very shortly. Another Biblioplex Assistant. I wouldn't really mind that. Twin Scroll Shaman, those I think we can pick up a bit later. And the Make Your Marks aren't horrible. Reconstruct History. Well, now that we're running artifacts, or at least one artifact, this might not seem too bad. This can also provide a way to use cards later in the game. Now we have a Prismari Pledge Mage and a Tomb Shredder. Tomb Shredder is one of those cards that can eventually get out of hand. Prismari Pledge Mage can be good early and later. I think we're kind of lacking early drops here. I'm gonna take the Pledge Mage. I don't think that's where we want to be, but we could grab either of these, but I think I'm going to grab the Prismari Campus first to help with a splash before I grab the other one. Here we have Pilgrim of the Ages, which isn't bad. We already have 3 learn cards and no lessons to go with them, so I'm going to pick the Pilgrim here for the moment. Attacking spirits get +1/+0. I'm not a super big fan of that, but it could be good with our deck. And I told you these guys can come around later. Teach by example, we may or may not play that. Exile target creature control and return it to the battlefield. Haha. Oh, another one of these field historians for some more amazing synergy. This is kind of the 2-drop we want for Lorehold, and this is kind of the 3-drop we want as well, especially with like some of these nice tricks we have. There's a lot in this pack that is really good. Combat Professor, Guiding Voice. But I think I'm going to take the second Quintorius there. Do I have? I only have 3. I could grab I could grab a Prismari command. Complete a set of those, and we are kind of running... I do like this because it can also make a treasure token. I'm in. We can also use it to blow up our own creatures and win the game. We've done that before. Now we've got a Prismari Apprentice here, which can also be kind of nice. Other cards in this pack as far as Lorehold is concerned, which I think that's primarily where we're at. We've got the Pillar Drop Rescuer, which I wouldn't underestimate that card. And we have the Archway Commons we can use to help with our splash. I wouldn't mind that either. And the Fuming Effigy. But I think my pick here is going to be the Prismari Prismari apprentice? Maybe I'm splashing a little too much on the Prismari here. I don't think we can reliably make this on turn 2, but yeah, we'll go for it. Fractal summoning, I don't think that's going to be the pick here. We have Expel and we have Combat Professor. Which Combat Professor is not bad, and Expel is some much needed sort of removal. I'm going to grab the Expel for now. I don't think we're in the market for a second Reconstruct History. I am in the market for an Elemental Summoning, though. I am also in the market for the Historian. But we need more lessons, that's for sure. Here we have a Fuming Effigy, which is kind of reasonable. We do already have kind of a lot of the 4-drops in that. I almost just want to take the Archway Commons here, which I think that's what I'm going to do, and next time we'll pick up the other Fuming Effigy. Ooh, a Pigment Storm. That is a reasonable removal spell. Another Pilgrim of the Ages. Some nice cards floating around here. I'm not sure that I want a second one of those. Make Your Mark can be an interesting sort of card. Like if something dies, you can get more value out of it as a 3/2 spirit, so it can be used like in response to removal. The other option is the Ageless Guardian, which yeah, this gives spirits +1/+0. That becomes a 2/4, and this can block most early game things, so I'm going to go with that. And here's like all the stuff we want. So the Historian or the Pledge Mage, I think I'm going to go for the Pledge Mage here. First Strike is really nice. Here we can have a 3/3 or another 1/4 spirit. These are both spirits, so I'll grab that one. I don't think we're going to want a second Archway Commons, but I don't think... I don't know, maybe we will. We'll grab it. Oh, Relic Sloth. Vigilance and Menace. Just kind of a nice little creature there. Actually, this can steal tokens. And sometimes in these Strixhaven games, like, I think we have enough big stuff, almost enough big stuff. I'm going to claim the Firstborn. I don't think we're playing a second one of those, but we'll take that for... Hey, look what came back. And Fracture, the uncommon that is... It kills everything that this set isn't really about. So its usefulness is fairly limited. So here we have a nice Archmage. I think the other pick in this pack would be Inkling Summoning. But I don't think we need that. I'm going to grab this because we can just draw tons of cards off of it. And I don't think double blue is going to be that difficult for us to splash, though we didn't get a environmental sciences yet. We'd have to pick that up within our next couple of picks here. Hey, here's a heated debate. I am all about that. Counterspell, Verdant Mastery, Decisive Denial. There's decent stuff in this pack that's not for us, but the heated debate, that is. Right here I can go for another elemental summoning. Sudden Breakthrough can be nice, giving us treasure to help the that theme. How many? I know I've got at least 3, and start from scratch isn't really a thing. I'm gonna grab the elemental summoning. Sometimes those elemental masterpieces can wheel. Oh, and here's like a whole bunch of stuff we like. There's the environmental science that we've been wanting. There's a shock. And there's this, returns a spirit, instant, or sorcery from our graveyard to our hand. I feel like I gotta go with that, though I really do want the shock. I really do want... I gotta go with this, though. I want the shock, I want the elemental masterpiece, I want the environmental sciences, I want the expel, and I want this. I probably want the Stonebound Mentor as well. But I'm gonna take the 6-drop here. That bird is a spirit. This could also be a reasonable card. But I think I'm going to grab the cheap spirit here, because there is a minor sort of spirit theme going on. Angels Guardians. It has to be put into exile during my turn, though. That's the problem with that. And here I think we might be able to take the Blood Age General. This isn't a spirit. Plus we have some things that are kind of recurring stuff out of our graveyard, so I'm not sure we want to be eating our graveyard. Another Blood Age General. Or another Stonebound Mentor. We are kind of lacking in the 3-drop spot. So I'll grab the Stonebound. I wouldn't mind the Expel. I don't know about running 2 Expels, though. Because there can be times where, if our opponents aren't attacking us, we might just end up sad. There's a nice combat trick that can help us punch through, and here's another Ageless Guardian. I'm going to go with a combat trick this time. Yeah, we're going to have to work on cutting this down again. Here I don't think there's anything for our deck. We're definitely not playing 3 Archway Commons. I don't think our splash is that greedy. Elemental Masterpiece came back to us. Sudden Breakthrough is also very usable. But I think with our splash and our ways we have of returning that stuff, I'm going to go with the Masterpiece. I'm going to go with the Masterpiece. I'm going to go with it. Okay. Yeah, we have that. We have way more stuff here than what we need, which means we got to try and cut it down. So for first question is how many, well, with our learn we can also, this guy's going to be our, actually, this guy's going to be our thing there. I have to cut 10 cards. That shouldn't be too hard. Honestly, I think double blue is a pretty greedy splash, even with 3 of these. I would be fine just running like the 3 of these and not wrecking our mana. I mean, we can run that. For lessons, we have the start from scratch and 2 elemental summonings. So I think we're going to be fine on board once we get bigger stuff. Then again, this kind of helps with the... like this. Because we definitely want to be activating this guy's effect and making a bunch of spirit tokens off of that. But at the cost of running double blue, I don't think so. And this, we can just go... Oh, and we have the Prismari command. We can probably cut the Prismari apprentice. We'll keep the command. We have a lot of things we gotta cut, though. I'll probably claim the firstborn. 2 drops seem okay. I don't even know if we need the... Well, the Pledge Mage can be kind of good with, like, Academic Dispute in that. It can help put pressure on our opponents. I don't think we need to play the... I mean, the Twin Scroll Shaman can be really good with the Enthusiastic Study and Infuriate. But I don't think it's super necessary. I do feel this combat trick is going to be wasted as well. Or difficult to pull off. I still need to cut 2 things. I think we can keep the 3 elemental masterpieces. Or maybe we won't need that. Well, let's see, finally we can cut... I do like having the Reconstruct History alongside the Biblioplex Assistant. And this can also, like, get back our removal and whatnot. We can even pay 4 mana with this guy's effect, exile a card from our graveyard, even if we don't need to give anything flying. But if we have that out, then we get a 3/2 spirit off of it. And this can help, like, guarantee our land drops up to, so we get enough mana to cast these elemental masterpieces. I guess out of all this stuff, Pledge Mage can put pressure on our opponents early. But that relies on us casting... And it's not a spirit itself, so it's not going to get like the buff from this guy, whereas almost everything else in this deck is a spirit. I mean, the Pledge Mage isn't, but I think that'll be our final cut. So yeah, now we're Lorehold Splash Prismari, and let's go for it. Maybe I would have ran the double blue rares if we'd picked up that environmental sciences. We probably still could get away with it, but I'm not willing to risk it. Hey, we got all our colors. We have a 2-drop, a 3-drop. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. And there's a heated debate. Okay, well, let's get those conspiracies flying, and there's Prismari Pledge Mage. I could attack and enthusiastic study if he decides he wants to block. I'm not going to pay that, though. They are going to block, so we're going to get like lots of value out of this. Oh wait, that's still gonna die, isn't it? Okay, so it's not as much value as I thought. I can't do combat math. Y'all expect me to do that, and this guy will help. Yeah, we're gonna take that action. I want to be making land drops here. And we have our splash colors, so these are online as soon as we get to the number of lands we need. Mentor's Guidance, and yeah, that lets you copy it. Okay. I'd actually like a land here, because I don't really want to spend a removal spell on that. If we don't get a land, I might just discard that for a treasure, but we got a land. Let's go with the... Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that for some synergy. We've got elemental summoning. We have some removal. They have a letter of acceptance. They have band colors. What in the world is this? Well, 2-mana combat tricks? There could be a 2-mana combat trick. But I'm okay with attacking because we have heated debate as well. Okay, our opponent didn't have anything, so we'll play our elemental summoning, and we'll just apply more pressure. Because that's kind of the name of the game with Strixhaven, is who can just continually mount more and more pressure. That card's annoying. Oh, Devouring Tendrils, I like that card. I don't like it being used against me, though. Frost Trickster, I don't like that card either. Okay, well that was an obnoxious turn. I could get back. And I think that is what we're going to do. Because we'll get a 3-2 Spirit out of it. I'll get back the, yeah, may as well be Elemental Summoning. And we're not going to attack with that. We do have a blocker for one of these flyers. We have removal as well. What is this, 5-color nonsense? I mean, that's 4 different colors y'all have played. Well, the first strike is also not going to be nice against that. Am I worried about losing any of this? Not really. So if opponent just wants to trade everything off, I'm down with that because we still have so much pressure in our hand. And that's even fine. I'm actually going to go with the Pledge Mage here. I'm just kind of hanging on to the Elemental Masterpiece. I know we could use like both of these on the same turn, but I also don't have a reason to. And there's black. Black. Oh wait, red is the only color they haven't played. Who? How? Why? Okay, they've played a Prismari Pledge Mage, but what in the world? Yeah, I'm not gonna cast or use our treasure thing. Yeah, that's fine. This has first strike, so it won't really be a good block for our opponent. And I don't care if they want to trade with that, that's fine. So we'll play this again. Oh, I should play that before combat. I would have gotten a... I forget about his trigger. Oh well, we missed a point of damage. That thing's big. That thing's a problem. Well, I think here we're gonna just, you know, pop this down. And we're gonna pass the turn, because this is an 8/8 Trampler. Because why wouldn't it be? There's a Quintorius Apprentice, that's fine. You attack me with that 8/8? I really want you to. They're probably afraid of the crackback. I mean, if they don't attack me with the 8/8, this is where Expel becomes a difficult sort of card. I can blast the Drake, which I think let's do that. And then they'll really not attack us. They can only profitably block one thing, which would be the 4/4. They take 5. Or I just do this before, and I think we just go attacking here anyways. So they take 6, and they're going to need 4 blockers next turn. They're going to need 4 blockers next turn, okay. Or, you know, removal, or life gain. I mean, that's a thing, too. Yeah, the Quintorius Apprentice can really just get you a value. And just tons of life gain. Okay, so they can block our 2 biggest. And we don't have a profitable attack. Because they just gained... They gained 6 life this turn. Ooh, reconstruct history. Let's do it. Let's get stuff back. There's an artifact. Up to an enchantment. We don't have one of those. Instant. Yeah, enthusiastic study and elemental masterpiece. And a planeswalker. I don't have a planeswalker. And I get to scry 1. I can play the enthusiastic study right now. Ooh, that's good. Okay, our opponent was not going to beat that value. Like I said, we didn't need those double blue cards to generate value. We have Lorehold value. We'll just take hold of it. So with that, we'll hop into another game. He had at least a four-color deck. I don't know if he was running any red-producing lands, but that was kind of a silly-looking deck. This is a silly-looking hand. We have one land. That is reasonable. Kind of just want to get rid of this island. And we'll never draw a third. Okay, we drew a third land. We'll be mono red for a while. We can play out our 2 and 3 drop here, and we can do this as a treasure, like they're doing. Yeah, just like that, just like that. They could play a 4 drop here now and cause all kinds of problems, or they can do that. Let's continue trying to get some pressure on them. And hopefully we draw a white source soon. As they just keep playing. That's got to be going to get a environmental sciences, if they have it. I do not. Did they draw discard instead? I'm confused. Why is... Okay, we'll just keep going to town here. If we get another land, we get to pump all of these guys +1/+0 by our by this thing. Creative Outburst, which they're discarding to make a treasure, so they have potentially 5 mana here. We could just be running this into a heated debate, but, you know, what else are we going to do? If they don't have a heated debate, they're just going to lose really quickly. So maybe they had, like, too many big cards and nothing to do in the early game? I have to wonder if 3 of those... I still have to wonder if 3 of those are too much. I mean, if they get clogged in our hand, we can always just discard them, but there we just kind of went 2-drop, 3-drop, well, other 3-drop. Oh, then this guy's a big hitter. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with how this turned out. Expel might not be the greatest, because it can just kind of sit in our hand. Because it's more of like one of those cards, like when you're being attacked and you're kind of behind, it helps, but when we're applying the pressure and our opponents are just going to sit there, it doesn't really help. This... Do I want to be mono planes? I don't think I want to be mono planes. I feel better being mono mountain. We'll try out this academic dispute. I mean, not right now. That would be kind of silly. I don't think we have to worry about our opponent wanting to block with the eye twitch, since it does learn. Now we are going to need to not be mono mountain either. Can I have the expel back, please? Actually, heated debate can take care of the take care of that. It's gonna do a hefty chunk of damage to us first, though. And they get a removal spell. And we have a conspiracy theorist. Which might be something we do if we don't draw a third land here. Our opponent has a third land, so it would only be fair if we have one too. Blood Researcher. I'm not a fan of that either. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to pay the 1. We're going to discard this, because we can then cast it. That does get us our land. And I will make that thing block. It does not need to gain reach. Grab that. Okay, that was kind of a roundabout way of doing things, but we got there. We're going to take another hit from this Bayou Groff. Brings us down to 9 right away. And a Spectre of the Fens. Not a fan of that either. So we are going to... It's going to be kind of slow. Especially with this thing. So I don't really have another way of doing this, and that's gotta go. So next I can Biblioplexus Assistant, get back Heated Debate, draw that on the following turn, and then use that to kill the Spectre of the Fens, hopefully before we die. But our opponent's going to play other things that require our attention. So that could get me a Plains, but then I still can't play anything else off of it, so let's get that. Get back the Heated Debate. We might have just been a little bit too slow, missing that third land drop and having to use the Conspiracy Theorist. Didn't help much. We take 4 here. I think I do just take 4 here. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, so they're gonna have to sack something. And we have a bunch of 3-mana stuff stuck in our hand. That's got Menace. That... Oh, we kind of need to block that. I think we just do that. They can also play a creature and attack, and we'll just be dead really quickly. Because if they play a creature, especially if they play something that gets them, like, pests, this is going to be really tough to beat now. That also kills us. Yep. Yep. They had very efficient cards, whereas ours were kind of more on the top end. Okay, we're 2-1. We're still rolling here. We didn't even get to 5 mana in that game. Of course, we also put a Heated Debate back on top of our deck, but, you know, what else were we gonna do? Here we have our colors. We have Expel, which we put to the bottom last time, but would have been good. We have a 2-drop that can help kind of stall the board a bit while we build up to some of our bigger things. Killian Inkduelist. Not a fan of his. I can expel him. We'll have Pigment Storm up. If they want to attack here, I will block. I don't think there's too many... They'd have to play like multiple combat tricks to really kill this, or they can just kill it. We have a Reconstruct History, which I don't think we can play quite yet. We'll want to Expel and Pigment Storm. Maybe I should use that while I was tapped out, so because he could have like Beaming Defiance here. But they'd have to have specifically Beaming Defiance to stop this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. If they have the Beaming Defiance, they have it. They have it. They have it. Oh no, they have Village Rise. Okay, that's fine too. I mean, it's not, because they get to refill their hand, but what else can we do? We have a Pilgrim of the Ages. I don't mind, yeah, we're gonna grab a Plains. Don't mind that. That gets us closer to the mana we need. I will block the Star Pupil here, because then we can Pigment Storm his one remaining creature next turn. You'll probably want to pay 2, just keep pressure on us, which is reasonable. And we want to keep pressure off of us, so get rid of that. I can't really block that right now anyways. And there's a Pilgrim. 6 mana returns it to our hand. Oh, hey, this is better. Alternatively... No, because I'd still have to pay the... I can now Reconstruct History and get a 3/2 Spirit off of that. And get back, you know, our 2 removal spells. Which wouldn't be an awful idea. Can't go attacking right now. Of course, though, if they end up not having anything, I'm going to play the... when we draw land, I'm going to play the Elemental Masterpiece first. Because then I can get back the Masterpiece. I can just spam Elemental Masterpieces as well. Because that wouldn't be silly either. Yeah, you go ahead. I've got more coming. Maybe if I had something else I could play right away with the Reconstruct History. Yeah, that's fine. I would need 9 mana. Rude. I didn't actually get a thing. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I think I'll do that. And get back, we'll get back the Expel, and we'll get back, Elemental Masterpiece. They don't even know we have a second one in our hand, so this is going to be... I was thinking about getting back and picking up Storm. Well, I was considering it. I'm going to exile everything. We're low enough on life. Maybe I don't want to go for that. Ooh, a guiding voice. That's actually a pretty decent card here. Behold my stream of elemental tokens. Our opponent also has guiding voice. Very well. I will still make a trade here, because this thing is getting pumped up way too much. I get to draw a card off that. My conspiracy theorist! Okay, that is going to... Okay, so they don't have much left after that. Good news for me. And look, I have another one of these guys. Yeah, I might do that. Do I have 6, 7, 8? I wouldn't be able to cast it the same turn. But I might do that just to get the 3-2. Get some value out of this. Before our opponent finds more removal for it. Oh, hey. I still might play this. Because now we can get just lots of value out of this. I didn't attack there because they could like be drawing an Expel. And that would be bad for this. Bad for our value train. Oh, now I can do... Okay. I mean, I could cast the Prismari command on it, but... I think we're going to cast this. I think I got exiled, so we get that. Value Town is here. Our opponent's not even blocking the thing, which, okay. Choose a creature or planeswalker and then destroy it. Oh, that's why. Okay, how many elemental masterpieces do I have to cast to win this game? Dramatic Finale, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Last planes from the deck. I can go attacking here. Poke in for 2. And then next turn I can kind of go all out. They're going to need something else. I mean, if they just want to turn that into a flyer, a 3-2 flyer, that's fine as well. They're going to need more. Oh, yeah, they can do that, and they can play it again. Yep, yep. I can Prismari command and get rid of that. Angel's Guardian. They get in for 6, 7, 8. That's not quite enough. I think they would be attacking here. The Pilgrim of the Ages is kind of annoying. I can go in with everything. Take 2 guys would get through. That'd be 6. And then they kill us on the backswing. No, because they're going to have too many... I can do that. I do have Prismari command. I can shoot down the flyer. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. That's a problem. I gotta be even more careful. Okay, 2 damage. And we'll... I guess make a treasure. 2 damage to that. If we block, we take damage. But if we don't block, we kind of die. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. That's not dead. And now they have no blockers because their stuff's tapped. So there. That's how we win that. Oh, that was close. That was definitely a dramatic finale there. I really thought we were going to lose that one. But, Lorehold, you know, we held on. Slanger, we have all of our stuff. We have... yeah, this is good. I'll play the Prismari Compass. I think our opponent's going first. And they're mulliganing down to 6, so that's... it's really rough mulliganing when you're on the play. Because you're immediately at 6, and if your opponent doesn't mulligan, they're at 8, so they're already up 2 cards. But in this format, you know, you have the learn spells, so that can kind of help mitigate some of that as the game goes on. They're either having a rough time deciding what to put at the bottom, or what to, or if they want to go down to 5, because then that's, yeah, okay. Oh no, we're on the play, so I guess if you're on the draw, mulligan doesn't hurt you as badly, because we both have 7 cards. No need to reveal the white yet. I'll likely play the Pilgrim next turn if we don't draw a land, just because, yeah, I want to draw a land. Oh, hey, they're getting extra land. Oh, Guiding Voice. I could also just do that. I don't think I need to do that right now. Oh, no. Decline. I did not want to do that. Okay, so our opponent is Quandrix. There's a cultivator. So cultivating my happiness away. 3/4s are kind of not fun for me right now. Although, yeah, we can do that. Just kind of go a little bit bigger. No attacks here. Solving the equation. I'm not gonna like this, am I? Mage duel, they're gonna kill my 4/4. Come on, I went into so much effort to make that. Now they could attack here. Come on, attack me. No, that's a Drake. I don't want that. I want you to attack me. You didn't attack me. Okay. And here we're kind of stuck at 4 lands with a bunch of 5-mana cards in our hand. Granted, I could, discard the Masterpiece, but I'm still, trying to keep pace on the board. Mathematician, that's not great. It might attack me with a 3/3 here. That could be very reasonable. No, that's also reasonable. Okay, I am going to have to discard the treasure. Because otherwise we're just not going to be doing much. And I'll have to Pigment Storm probably the Cultivator. I know, I'd like to get this in play. Yeah, we started with 3 lands, and we even searched for another one, and now we're stuck on 4, drawing all of the 5-mana cards. Yeah, but I can't do anything about that. We are just going to be in trouble. I gotta block something here. Probably the Cultivator. And of course they have a... Oh, they don't have a bump spell. Okay. They're just being aggressive because they're seeing that we're not able to do anything. I hate that card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I discard this. So I can at least play something, and now I get... Of course. Of course I do. Well, there's that. Then I can play the Field Historian, because this will actually stop things from... Because this can kill anything on their board. Except for the Drake that, flies. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that's gotta die too. I feel like I can find a way to kill the Kelpie guide. It's just if they start making things bigger, we can't have that. Then I can do this. Then I can even get this back, get a 3/2 spirit. I kind of don't want them to find their 8th land here, because that means they'd get to start tapping our stuff. This is going to be a rough one. Just because we had that slow start struggling to get to our 5th land. While our opponent had a very nice curve going on. Maybe I have too many big things, I don't know. I could put that Prismari Pledge Mage back in. But that I would have to play off of like double red or something, so that could also be awkward. I'm not sure what to do here. They're taking their time. And they just go in with the Drake. Oh, reconstruct history. Do we have an instant in here? We have sorceries. We don't have an instant, so it would only get one thing back. Okay, Field Historian. We just need to find an instant. Not going to go attacking here, because they could just double block, and then we're trading this for one, and we're not in a good position to do that. Now they can tap our stuff with Kelpie Guide. I don't like that. They choose not to. They might do a double tap. What you doing, opponent? Okay, they did lock that in. Okay, that is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could get that back, but not play it. I got nothing else going on. If they try a double tap, I can bring that back, which they might try to do here. I think they do realize they have the... Yep, they did realize it. Very well. Go ahead, you can tap him. You can tap him. Swing out and I make a, at least a 4/2 and I can kill something. Okay. Best thing for us to kill would be the 3/3. This also takes them off of 8 lands for the Kelpie Guide. Unless they do that. In which case, it's probably just not going to matter. And now they've got that, too. I'm going to have to play the Reconstruct History here. And probably, definitely kill that Drake. Or... That's cool. Okay, so we play this. Take action. We'll grab a planes. And I'm gonna get Pigment Storm back. We're gonna kill that off. I don't think I can afford to attack. They can tap our flyer, which would be kind of annoying. That's also really annoying. Yep, they're going to tap our flyer and come in for 3. We have to kill the flyer. Oh, look, we got Pigment Storm. Now that they don't have a flyer, I'm going to reconstruct history. Even just getting one thing. Masterpiece, or I'm going to go Pigment Storm here. And I'm going to try to get some damage here. I can Pigment Storm their Kelpie Guide, which will help as well. And our opponent will need to be careful about swinging. Okay, you tapped our thing. Your tapping days are numbered. They have a 9/9 here, so I'm slightly nervous about that. Okay, here we go. That can comfortably block that. That can block that. I don't think that was super favorable for them. Oh, hey, this is better. That is much better. Get rid of that. You don't have haste creatures. Get rid of that. And get rid of your life total. Well, that's an example where Expel can be really, really good. Although I guess I suppose I had that even without the Expel, because I could just Pigment Stormed and or just swung out. No, I needed the Pigment Storm. 4-1. We're moving right along here. Yeah, as long as we can get past 5 mana. This deck just seems like it can snowball itself out of control. I go first. I can play that. And maybe do that. If I draw a 3rd land. I don't like it. Okay, I like this a lot better. I'm gonna keep this. Reconstruct history has been kind of saving our butts, but we'll put that one away for this battle. Oh, I can't cast my spirit. I just realized I don't have white. Oh, that's fine. It's unfortunate, but we might be okay. There's an eager first year. Well, we have a heated debate online. That's the only thing we really have online. Hunt for specimens. Let's see what they get off of this. I might just heated debate their... A 2/1 flyer. I'm okay with them having a 2/1 flyer. I think just for the purposes of preserving our life total here. See, we just really needed white to play this. Because that can trade with the flyer. Any of our creatures, we can force the flyer to block. And if they're just doing that, that's fine. That's a Pledge Mage. Hey. Well, I mean, what else am I going to do here? Look at that, I haven't even played any creatures and I've done more damage to our opponent than they've done to me. For someone with no planes, I sure am kind of cocky about that. Yuck. I'm just gonna let this through. I could play this and go grab a elemental summoning that we can play. I can also just scry. Why don't we do that? That is a card I can't play, so that's not helpful. Awkward. Very awkward. But I don't hate it. Because I can get a treasure and then use this and get back like Pigment Storm. Which is entirely what we're going to do. Oh, there's an Expel. I'm going to play this. Because it's a 4/2. And it's going to get back the Pigment Storm. So we can continue doing damage to our opponent. And yeah, I kind of figured, you know, they had removal. Since they haven't been playing much themselves. Really? Is this... This is like a joke. Let's get rid of that. And now we can sit here again, because I don't have planes. That's not a nice card to see right now. If I get a planes, I want to exile that. I want to have a creature and, you know, make that thing... Well, I suppose that's not a great way of doing it. So yeah, we'll do it like that. I'll just exile that with Expel. Yep. I know I'm going to lose the 3 life anyways, but can't let that thing float around. They could have more flyers, though they don't, so I'm going to hang on to this. Oh, hey, it's a card I can play. It is a card I can play. Opponent, do you have removal? Maybe they're promising us they don't. I don't know. If I try this, it could totally backfire as this goes into an Expel. I mean, there's that too. Okay, so what we gotta do here... No. Yeah, I'm going to make him block this turn. And I'm going to give him reach, so take that. We're going to get elemental summoning. This is a really sad way to lose. No. And the thing is, we mulligan to hand with, like, all planes. which really wouldn't have been much better here. You are late. You are very, very late. But I guess, you know the phrase, better late than never. I can now play a guiding voice and get a, our other elemental summoning. Hopefully we don't have to play it on our opponent's creature. Yeah, who didn't see that coming? If they have a pump spell, they just win. I feel like they have an Expel in their hand. No blocks, we have pumps. Okay, they did not just win on the spot there. Which I guess is good for us. I may need to, we cannot attack into this, because then we just die. Any removal spell, we're dead. This has just been +1/+1 vigilance and trample. Fortunately, that's the tramp was not quite enough yet. I'm gonna have to scry here and hope we just get something. A Prismari command. I will draw that. I can use it to destroy target artifact as well. We cannot go attacking or anything here. Oh, that is going to kill us. That is totally going to kill us. Oh, yuck. Yep. Yep. Well, we draw a card. I mean, we're gonna need another stop here. Although, maybe not, because we have a lot of expensive stuff in our deck. We're not dead. Destroy target artifact and deal 2 to a creature. It's gonna have to be the pest, because I have to block that. And now I can block. Yay! Yay! I'm hanging in there. Again, removal spell, bump spell, you win. Oh gosh. I don't need you getting value like that. We have shuffled our Reconstruct history. I mean, our opponent could force a trade here and go for it, but they're not going to do that. Don't need that. Ah, blocker! I have a blocker! It's a darn good blocker on this board. Everyone doesn't have anything. They're sitting there with Expel in their hand, like, we can't kill him. I can make 4 4s. Or 4 2s. I'm gonna go attacking. Because I can suddenly do that now. Maybe this wasn't the best card to attack with, but let's start exiling stuff from our graveyard. Probably some creatures. They're lashing out. Yeah, that's fine. Are they attacking me? Do they not know? Do they not know what I'm doing here? This flies. We're gonna exile... I mean, that's probably not the best thing I could be. Fuming Effigy. Okay, so this is going to block that, that's going to block that, that's going to block that. You just done lost everything. Don't you feel silly now? And there's a Pilgrim of the Ages coming back. So they only have one attacker next turn. But let's not get too carried away here. We'll play the 3/3. And I'll attack for... I don't want to attack with the with this guy, just in case they have an spell. We're coming back! We're at 1. We've got 3 creatures. Our opponent has 2 cards in hand. We're coming back. We're gonna find a base of planes, because we've been lacking those. Combat. Attacking. And actually, I can give this flying. No, you cannot block everything. We are keeping that on top. It represents more creatures and more ways for us to not lose. It could also have a crushing disappointment, and we would have lost this a long time ago. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. Wow. I'm wondering about putting one of those archway coffins in our deck now. Because that was, yeah, 6 planes doesn't feel right for this sort of thing. I'm going to go up an archway and down a mountain. We'll run it back like that. Oh, that was that was so close. Again, Lorehold just holding on. That's not just a silly pun. It's a motto they live by, apparently. That elephant that's making spirits when we exile stuff from our graveyard, it's so much value out of that. They make 3/2 spirits, but then they also pump them by +1/+0. But now we have to deal with Firebird 5/2/5. We can, like, start casting anything after one more land. We can also confuse our opponents on our colors. Oh, they have the Archway Commons. Oh, sweet. That is like the perfect draw here. We're gonna pay that. I can do that too, opponent. Okay, they can... Okay, you're showing off now. Let's keep our opponent in the dark on that. We'll just pretend to be Lorehold. Our opponent could be like 5-color here with that, the 2 Archway Commons. I mean, who knows? Who knows, right? We're gonna go attacking, because that's like the worst creature in this set, and our opponent's not even going to block. So that is fine. We'll just get aggressive. This is not a spirit, so it's not going to get the boost from that. Well, that's rude. I don't really have anything that goes with that. But I do think this is the play still. We have a second one in the deck, too, somewhere. I don't want to heated debate the worst creature in this set. Crushing Disappointment. That kind of hurts them. Only a single black. There's not a ton you can do with that. Prismari Command is a nifty draw here. Sort of. I don't think they can really punish this for one black. They could have an Expel. They don't even have that. I feel like heated debating. Or how much? 3? If I can just kill them. Let's start from scratch. 6, so it would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That doesn't quite kill them, so I'm gonna not do that. Do I play the Guardian? Yeah, I don't think we do. They're either going to play an Expel here, or they're not going to... Gosh. I'm going to have to pay 2 when I cast stuff, huh? Very well. I would rather heated debate that thing. That's a worthy cause there. What in the world makes you think you can attack right now? Okay, it is my turn. Oh, cool. But actually... Yeah, we gotta kill that. And resolve. We're paying the 2. Target creature blocks. I may have it gain reach. I'm gonna force this to block. It can have reach. I'm generous. I'm in a generous mood. Just gonna attack with this. That way, that's for sure going to die. And also, so we don't run into these. Oh, and they had a Day of Judgment. Very nice. Very nice. And a 0/4 wall. Your 0/4 wall can suck it. Oh, I have a Prismari command that can kill that. And deal 2 to them. But that's so kind of risky. Let's just swing here and see what they got. Do you have a way to kill this? Okay, Burying Books, you do. I was gonna play another one. I mean, I could have killed that, but... Gross. No, don't be making a comeback. Oh, reconstruct history. What would we be reconstructing? Heated debate, enthusiastic study. Academic dispute. Okay. Enthusiastic study, and we can have it gain trample. I mean, we would kill that. But they're coming back now. Well, they might kill our token. It'd be sad if they kill that. Granted, I can just play another one, but Tenured Inkcaster. What are you going to give a counter to? That, huh? I could Prismari command on end step, killing the wall and dealing 2 to that. Oh, I was thinking they might have attacked me there. 4 damage, we can pump. I think we gotta go for that. Nice little 2-for-1 there. And they know this is coming. Double block. I'm going to take out the 5/5 here. Our opponent just keeps hanging on. That doesn't help me. And this is one of the times where Expel in hand is not being super helpful. So we'll just pass the turn. A shield mage. That's annoying. Okay. And that could give me an extra draw. Our opponent's going to start attacking with that shield mage. I'm going to have to expel it. I'll lose 4 here. But, can't really do much else. Otherwise, that thing's just going to beat us down. Where is... That'll do. So we're going to get 1 more damage in. I'm just going to do this so I can pay it and draw a card. And get the, you know, the spirit part. That's the important thing here. Take a damage. Yeah, I know I'm going to take damage too. It was either that or I ended up just not casting it whatsoever. Now with our learn, once we're out of lessons, or if we choose not to do the lesson thing, we can draw and discard a card. Ooh. Opponent's looking for answers. Okay. That's annoying, by the way. So we're going to cast this. We're going to put the counter on here so they do have to double block if they want to kill it. Select a card to discard to draw a card. Oh, cool. Okay, what do we got? I can make their thing have to block. I can... Prismari command is not really good here. Guiding Voice, Expel. Honestly, Heated Debate feels good. I get another token. They could cause some issues. I mean, they have to block that with something. I wouldn't mind getting rid of either one of those. I think it's going to be the Mage Hunter we get rid of. Yep. I'm good getting rid of the Mage Hunter. So now they can only swing in for 6. I mean, even if they do that, that's not going to give them a victory. We have victory in the air here. Again, since we removed a card left our graveyard. It doesn't matter where the card goes, it can come back to our hand, etc., etc. And, I think, what do we got for Snow Day? Tap up to 2 target creatures, draw, then discard a card. And they're not going to untap. It makes me feel like they have an answer for that. I'll force them to have it. Okay, they didn't have it. Why didn't they tap the thing they couldn't block? Oh, hey, we're in Diamond. I'm like just realizing that. Okay. I don't know why they didn't tap the thing they couldn't block and was going to be lethal. But we are 6-1. I mean, last time we had a kind of disappointing turnout, but this time we're at least essentially drafting this for free. Because we're getting back the amount of gems we put into it, and we have 2 shots now to get to the 7th win. That's the nice thing about being 6-1. We've had a very solid deck. I mean, once we get, like I said, once we get to like the 5 mana, we just start dropping all of these big things, and then just get the value town with the spirits by removing stuff from our graveyard and just getting so much value. It becomes really hard to stop. Conspiracy Theorist has been a pretty decent player in this, too. I figured when I saw the Conspiracy Theorist would exile stuff from our graveyard, I'm like, it can trigger the Lorehold thing, and I think it's got a really good home in Lorehold, because I was kind of debating on... I had a heated debate with myself between the Prismari and Lorehold, and I just kind of stayed the course with the Lorehold, and I think it's paid off very well here. Is this just going to end in an instant draw? Because we waited, it took so long to match. We're up against a silver tier person. I'll keep this, why not? We've got 2 chances. And we have at least a couple cards we can play. Okay, our opponent is green something, green-blue. I don't like seeing any of this. I'll be honest. I will likely heated debate that. Well, I'll just let them have it. I will likely heated debate that. I'll let them get their lands, but I can't let that thing get out of control. We've seen what happens when that does. The really bad part about this hand is aside from the fact I can't cast anything else. Well, I can get my heated debate back. I can't use this, and it's going to be at least a couple turns. If we don't do that, where did that go? That's yucky. I really want to see if this next thing is going to be a land. Specifically a mountain. Not a mountain. Well, I almost have to play this now. And get our heated debate back to kill that thing. Maybe I should have done that last turn. I don't know. We're not playing any of this stuff anyways. I'm okay trading. If they have a trick, then they have a trick. Oh, they have an instant, and they just do that. Yeah, they do. This game is probably lost to us now. That Berry in books was really nasty. They're expecting it. But if we don't... Yeah, it's... They might even just be able to get... Well, our next turn is going to be... That's game. That's game. Because our next turn is just going to be a chump blocker. And, that is not going to be good enough. Should I make sure we're running 17 lands? 8, 9, 10. The heck? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15? No wonder we're having the mana issues we're having. We're on freaking 15 lands. Oh, this game. I'm totally blaming this on Arena. I guess the Fuming Effigy has been the least imposing guard for us. I went 6 and 2 on 15 lands with a huge, 5 mana plus top end? What in the world? Accidental 15 land Lorehold. You wouldn't know it by how our games were turning out. Man, it just feels like every game we're like struggling to get to 4 or 5 mana. Well, no wonder why. There's only 15 lands in our deck. This looks better. And we're actually going to be playing our 5 mana stuff. Okay, we're up against Withergloom here. Which is not quite what I wanted to see. Yeah, we're going to take that action. And now look at that. We've got our 5 lands just so easily. Boom, boom, boom. If our opponent wants to trade, I'm down for trading. If they don't want to trade, that's fine too. I mean, we're going to be lacking our... that thing's going to die. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just go to attackers. Okay, they don't want to do anything. Cool. Draw a mountain here, please. Ooh. Forget drawing them out. You got this. I'm still going to hold back for the moment. I mean, they might just play a removal spell on it, and we'll be sad. Don't do that. Let me have a turn. Let me have a turn where I can play the Biblioplex Assistant and get the Heated Debate, get a spirit out of it. Let me have a turn. Let me have a turn. You have nothing in your hand. Okay, that's cool. 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 Oh, that's awesome. That is even better than awesome. I'm gonna force this thing to block, and we'll give it reach. It can be a flying creature with reach, and it's gonna have to block. Because I'm sure you didn't want to do that. Okay, our next draw is Heated Debate. We can also reconstruct... I know where the Heated Debate is going. No real questions about that. I'll put some pressure on them. See what they want to do. I mean, I'm cool with any trades, because this was just a free spirit. Before they get any ideas about that. Witherbloom Apprentice, huh? I want to Pigment Storm that. I also want to, you know, kill that Scourge colony before it becomes too obnoxious, which it will in one more land. Oh. Our opponent wants to ruin our fun. Alright, opponent. I suppose if you want to ruin our fun. We'll get to draw a card off of that. I should almost play Reconstruct History just to get another 3-2 right here. I would get back... I'd only be getting back our instant, though. Let's see what they're more afraid of. And who knows, maybe we'll fire that. I do want to find some more lands here. I don't want to... I mean, heck, one more land, we can get this back and get a thing. I think I'd be Pigment Storming on this board first. Get rid of that Apprentice. They let us have a turn. Very interesting. I'm gonna go for Value Town. I mean, you can't put a land in instantly, can you? I don't think you can. You can Professor's Warning. That is fine. Because I will have a Reconstruct History. Actually, I should reconstruct the history right now. Get all this crap back. And just say, forget about the Pilgrim for the moment. Yeah, that feels a little bit unfair. Draw 3 and get a spirit. Like I said, just a little bit unfair. I can Pigment Storm if they get their 8th land here. I can just Pigment Storm this colony away. Or we can just win right now because they don't want to play their 5-mana removal. Well, instead, just can see they. I mean, like I said, our value engine just got way out of control there. Getting those 3 things back was just so backbreaking. I know our last draft didn't go super well, but here we got another 7/7/2. It makes me happy. At a time when I'm actually still kind of getting frustrated with the whole drafting and everything. I don't know when I'm posting this in comparison to the 7th Crimson Vow draft we do, but basically I get a deck that I feel just has tons of, like, you think this deck had lots of synergy, it was kind of like that, and just lots of synergy, and then it like just didn't really matter, and it did not get a 7/2 win streak. It did not get 6 wins off of 15 lands either. What the heck, Arena? I don't know what to say about that. I guess we just got really lucky in order to be able to pull that off. But yeah, that was a pretty decent deck. Oh, hey, we got a mythic card. We got a mythic card. I gotta see what mythic card I got. Mythic. It's not gonna tell me, is it? Okay, well then I spend the rest of this time ranting about this. See, we got this mythic card, but it didn't tell us what card we got. So I'm gonna have to go and figure that out. But anyways, I guess with that, I'll see you guys next time. We'll try and drafting... Still trying to find a Silver Quill draft. And I'll be honest, I kind of forced the Lorehold here, just because I kind of want to be done with drafting. I think it's just kind of sometimes a disappointing and frustrating experience, especially when you get a deck with like tons of really good synergies, and then your opponent just completely runs you over anyways. That didn't happen here. Here we had tons of good synergies with our one Loxodon, Quintorius, whatever his name is, the elephant cleric thing, and just had tons of value out of that. Reconstruct history. I think I've heard that. I think people have been. I think the general consensus. I don't know. I could be way off on this, but. I feel like I heard somewhere that people were saying Reconstruct History wasn't super great, and when you have that elephant guy, it's really great. And sometimes, like, you know, we had the Biblioplex Assistant, so sometimes it was like just a draw 3 plus get a 3/2 Spirit for 4 mana. I don't see how that's not great. I wouldn't want to run multiples of them because it's you don't want multiples of them before you're ready to cast them, but very great way to refill your hand in that. So yeah, I was really impressed by that. Anyways, with that, I'll see you guys next time.